What is up, everybody? Connor says here. Welcome back to my Money in the Bank 2021 review. This is actually my second time having to record this video. There's a bit of a technical issue with the first time I record this, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get straight into the review. But before I do, please hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of Money in the Bank, and please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before I actually break down the characters, I just want to say I really did enjoy Money in the Bank. I did think it was a very solid show. There was a lot of good stuff. I wouldn't say there was anything terrible on the show either. So yeah, very very enjoyable show. So first off, on the pre-show, we had the Usos beating the Mysterios to become 7-time tag team champions. Of course, win the SmackDown tag team titles. Very fun pre-show match. Got the crowd hot. Kind of what you'd expect from the Usos and Mysterios. Kind of a lot of high flying, fast paced offense. And yeah, the Usos got the win to bring the gold back to the Bloodline. First match of the main card was the women's ladder match, which of course was Nikki Ash, almost superhero, who did get the win over Asuka, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Tamina. Again, very fun opening contest here. Some couple of good spots. Alexa's kind of like doing her creepy stuff and end up getting buried under a load of ladders. Nikki Cross did a crossbody from a ladder outside the ring into the ring on top of everyone. And I really like the finish of this match. I've seen like a few people saying it made people look stupid, but honestly, I actually thought this was a very good, unique finish that I don't really think we've seen in the Money in the Bank before. What it was everyone was on top of the ladder fighting. I believe it was everyone except for Alexa and Nikki. Everyone's fighting on top of the ladder, punching each other, trying to knock each other down. Nikki Cross gets in, runs up the ladder, grabs the briefcase, and is victorious. No one was able to stop her because they were all distracted trying to knock each other down. And yeah, very enjoyable match. I'm very interested to see how Nikki Cross does with the briefcase. You know, the superhero gimmick with the briefcase could lead to some very interesting things. I did want Liv Morgan to win, but Nikki Cross isn't a bad call either, especially with this new gimmick, kind of establishing this as a big thing. So yeah, then AJ Styles and almost successfully defended the Raw Tag Team Championships against the Viking Raiders. Again, not really to write home about. A couple of good things. Almost like throwing AJ out of the ring into like Hurricane Rana and Eric. Was probably the like highlight of the match in my opinion. And yeah, the rest was solid, not terrible either. Almost got the win on Eric with the Baldo Bomb. And yeah, nothing much else to say there. Bobby Lashley then successfully defended WWE Championship against Kofi Kingston in dominating fashion. This kind of split a few opinions. I personally enjoyed it. I really liked it. It made Bobby look like the monster heel champion that he should have been. And yeah, and plus Kofi did get like that. It was kind of a bit of a one-sided match. Kofi just getting thrown around the place. He got like hit with 3 dominators, got tapped out to the Hurt Lock. And yeah, some people saying like, oh, they did Kofi dirty and all, but Kofi is the type of guy where he's an underdog. He's like, I feel like Kofi's the type of underdog that can bounce back from this, and I feel like this could be used as kind of like a rebuild thing of Kofi, where he's like, he's down himself, and after this result, and he's just trying to like prove to himself going forward that he can still do this, that he can get back to that level because he is a former WWE champion. So yeah, it depends on what direction they go with that. But I feel like it made Bobby look good, and Kofi is good enough to rebound from this, in my opinion. So yeah, as long as this doesn't end with Bobby Lashley losing to Goldberg in like 2 minutes, yeah, it should be good. But yeah, as rumors are saying, it's looking like it's Goldberg Lashley at SummerSlam, and hopefully Lashley wins, because if Lashley loses to Goldberg, then this like was kind of all for nothing. It was literally just making Lashley look strong just so he can lose to Goldberg, which nobody wants to see. Charlotte Flair then defeated Rhea Ripley to become new Raw Women's Champion. Again, so this was a really good matchup. Going into it, I didn't really care. I had enough of this feud. I still do. don't, even though they did have a good match here, I don't want to see more. Like freshen things up a bit, like take a break from this. Give Charlotte something new, give Rhea something new. But with Charlotte winning the belt here, it probably will mean that Rhea will get her rematch. So yeah, it's probably going to continue. I feel like we've seen this match so many times recently, but yeah, I'm just hoping that they do go in a fresh new direction. But getting credit where it's due, this match was fantastic, and the crowd weren't into it at the start, but by the end, like they were shouting, "We want Becky" at the start, but by the end, they were into the match shouting, "This is awesome," which shows how much of a good match this was and what a good job these two women did here. But as I said, it's time to freshen things up in the Raw Women's title scene. Let someone else go after the belt, but with Charlotte getting the belt here, it probably will lead to a rematch. Then men's Money in the Bank ladder match, Big E defeating Ricochet, John Morrison, Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. This is probably my match of the night. If you watched my previous videos in the build-up to Money in the Bank, I have said Money in the Bank is one of my favourite match concepts. It's one of my favourite gimmicks. And yeah, I really enjoyed this match. This match was the perfect showcase of what, in my opinion, Money in the Bank should be. Just high, big, fun spot fest. And that's what this was, you know, a lot of big spots. Kevin Owens getting powerbombed onto a ladder and to the outside. It's Kevin Owens. He has he finds a new way to try to kill himself in matches. Probably the highlight of the match. Ricochet was on top of the ladder, got pushed over, springboard into a crossbody onto a lot of people on the outside. And I feel like Ricochet is the new Shelton Benjamin, and even like John Morrison from like when he was originally there. I know Morrison was in this matchup as well, where like they were always put into like these Money in the Bank ladder matches for these high risk, high maneuver spots, especially Shelton, but like never really won him, or were like never really like contenders to win him. I feel like that's what Ricochet's role is, and there's no one better for that role, in my opinion, in WWE right now. Drew McIntyre looked like he was about to win it, and then Jinder Mahal, and I can't remember the two guys that he's with, because I don't watch Raw, and I can't remember the names what they said on commentary. But yeah, Jinder and his goons came out and cost Drew, like, attacked him and kind of like dragged him to the back. Big E then was able to get the win. Recall, in my opinion, I said in my predictions I want Big E to win. I've been saying that for a long time, that I think it is time for WWE to start pushing Big E into these world title scenes. So hopefully they continue in the right direction with Big E and give him the World Heavyweight title. Whether that is Roman Reigns or Bobby Lashley remains to be seen. I feel like I'm very interested in both. I think Big E and Roman can do some good stuff together. But I also feel like with what happened to Kofi and how dominant Lashley looked over Kofi, I feel like there could be something there with Big E trying to go after Lashley to try get revenge for Kofi. And again, that could be some good stuff. I feel like Big E and Bobby, or like Big E and Roman, whichever way they go, I feel like they can deliver good matches. But hopefully they do not mess up and they actually do give Big E the belt. Then after this, Seth Rollins cut backstage promo basically saying it doesn't matter that he lost and it doesn't matter who wins the main event because he's next in line. And the reason I mention this is because it will play a part in our main event, which was Roman Reigns, who successfully defended the Universal Championship against the Rated R superstar Edge. Again, fun matchup, really, really good main event. I liked this match a lot. As I said though, the men's Money in the Bank probably still is my match of the night. But that doesn't mean this was a bad match. Again, really good match. Both men hitting spears on each other. Could have went either way, and a lot of near falls. The Usos tried to get involved and they were cut off by Mysterios. The referee took a bump. Seth then comes in and went after Edge and attacked Edge, which kind of led to Roman Reigns being able to get the victory. So yeah, they are continuing to build for this Edge and Seth Rollins match, and they kind of are doing it without the WWE title. Like I said, they should in my predictions, and like I said, they should. I believe I said in my SmackDown review as well. Yeah, that is the right call. And I seen someone say on Twitter that they don't really get the logic behind Seth Rollins here. He said that it doesn't matter who wins, that he was next in line, but then he decides to cost Edge, and no one wrestling logic, that means he's going to face Edge at the next pay-per-view because he cost Edge, so he's not even going to get the title match. Which, yeah, by that logic, its actions kind of don't make sense, but I'm all for an Edge versus Seth Rollins match. Edge, one of my all-time favorites. Seth Rollins is a great wrestler as well, so this should be some good stuff. And as far as what's next for Roman Reigns, we already know. He cut a promo saying it's time for the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, and then the music hit. Big match, John Cena is back in the WWE. I actually said it on Twitter, link in the description to my Twitter, that I kind of miss John Cena in WWE, and that is true. I loved John Cena growing up as the doctor of Thuganomics, and even like up until about 08, 09, it was really around the Nexus stuff where I started to like turn on Cena, because I was starting to get older and I was kind of tired of this Super Cena stuff. But he has done a lot of good stuff recently, you know, like the US Open Challenge before he left. That was good. And like WWE just hasn't felt the same without Cena, in my opinion. So it's good to have him back. I don't think he should beat Roman for the belt. I think it should be someone like a Big E or a Cesaro. And I feel like beating Cena will establish Reigns. He's already like an established guy, but as like an established top heel. And as like this, as in like top Reign, because he's already beaten Edge. Now, if he can beat Cena, that's another big name added to the list of challengers that he has defeated. And I feel like it will add more to when he eventually loses the belt. And that's why I think it should be like a Cesaro, a Big E, or someone that's just on the verge of that main event scene. And they should be the ones that do eventually beat Reigns and establish themselves as the like main event guy. So yeah, hopefully, I am very interested to see Cena versus a heel Roman. I do think this could be some good stuff, especially on like TV with the promos leading up to it. Because we already had that great promo between Cena and Roman a couple of years ago on Raw. So yeah, I feel like this will lead to some good stuff. I'm very excited to see where this goes. And yeah, hopefully though, Roman doesn't lose the belt to Cena here. And yeah, that is it for my Money in the Bank 2021 review. Let me know what you thought of Sean in the comment section below. Please leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. As I said, I really did enjoy this show. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.